Mexico and Argentina broke an attendance record at Qatar 2022 that had not been seen in 28 years. The attendance at the Mexico vs. Argentina game was full of hot emotions. Mexico's game against Argentina in the second group stage of the Qatar 2022 World Cup was attended by 88,966 spectators, the largest attendance at a World Cup match in 28 years. Lusail Stadium, north of Doha, which will host the final on deck 18, had the largest World Cup crowd since the famous 1994 final in the United States, according to FIFA. There are 91,194 people at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, to see Brazil beat Italy in that penalty shootout after a scoreless draw. STAR's attendance exceeded by several hundred the number for the previous two matches at Lusail Stadium when Brazil beat Serbia and Argentina lost to Saudi Arabia. Maracana Stadium has been the one with the most attendance. Qatar's attendance figures were not among the top 30 for all World Cup matches. The largest crowd was 173,850 at the Maracana Stadium in Rio de Janeiro in 1950 for Uruguay's 2-1 win over hosts Brazil in the final match of that tournament. Other stadiums on the top 30 list include Mexico City's Estadio Azteca, London's Wembley Stadium, and Barcelona's Camp Nou. Martino's biggest mistakes against Argentina. Believe it or not, angry Mexico fans are flat out saying that Gerardo Martino was a spy for Argentina all along. They believe he would have easily played a different team that could have hurt the South American team, and that he could have even called up other players who missed their chance. Calling up a veteran player like Funes Mori instead of other young talents like Santiago Giménez or Diego Lainez will be even more questioned now than before the match happened. But to doubt Martino's professional commitment is something only fans can do. It is slander without any proof. Unexperienced players. Where these doubts grew even more was when Gerardo Martino decided to use midfielder Eric Gutierrez and not even think about using Edson Alvarez in the second half. Gutierrez played poorly with the time he had to show something. He lacks the activity to be ready for a match of this magnitude. Argentina and Lionel Messi catch a breather against a disappointing Mexico. Argentina and Mexico have a long history in FIFA World Cups. One of the most attractive matches in the second round of the Qatar 2022 FIFA World Cup was Argentina vs. Mexico. And that's why FIFA placed it in prime time and at the biggest venue in Qatar, Lusail Iconic Stadium, which has capacity for 80,000 fans and will host the World Cup final. Lionel Messi opened the scoreboard on the second half for Argentina and proved key to have them continue with possibilities of advancing to the knockout stage, as they ended up defeating a disappointing Mexico by 2-0. Argentina vs. Mexico first half. Mexico and Argentina offered fans at Lusail Stadium and all over the world a great spectacle in the first half, but despite that, not many clear goal occasions. Gerardo Martino, Mexico's coach, surprised by not having a center forward in the game, rather choosing to have 5 defenders on the field to try and neutralize Lionel Messi and company. The game was mainly played on midfield with a couple of counter-attacks trying to take advantage of their quick midfielders and forwards. As halftime was near, Andrés Guardado, Mexico's captain, had to be taken out of the game with an injury and was replaced with Eric Gutierrez. Both teams ended the half scoreless and left everything for the last 45 minutes. Argentina vs. Mexico second half. Lionel Scaloni, Argentina's manager, was the first to make adjustments to the starting 11. Gerardo Martino moved his bench up to the 62nd minute. Lionel Messi just needed one more chance right outside the box, a superb left foot strike that entered Guillermo Ochoa's goal for the scoreboard opener. Argentinian fans all over the world and in the stadium celebrated this goal as it momentarily leaves them with the possibility. Messi's goal saw Argentina fall back and guard the result, and Mexico finally trying to offend and score the equalizer goal. The last few minutes saw Mexico have its better occasions in front of Martinez, but it didn't take long for Argentina to take advantage of their superb ball handling skills, and Enzo Fernandez scored a superb goal. Both teams will have to wait for the final leg in the group stage to decide their fate, but both are hopeful that they'll make it to the knockout rounds. Pablo Aimar was overwhelmed on Argentina's bench. Lionel Messi has been vocal about his favorite player growing up being Pablo Aimar, a great compliment for the Argentinian coming from Messi, who's considered to be one of the best players to ever live. Well, during Argentina's match against Mexico, Lionel Messi had Pablo Aimar in tears in the bench after he scored the goal that inaugurated the scoreboard. Aimar is an assistant coach for Lionel Scaloni and Argentina's national team. Fans and media outlets all over the world have shared the touching images.